Russia still can't contain the Ukrainian incursion in the Kursk region, and we have more and more territory under Ukrainian fighters. This is possibly the largest mass surrender of the Russian army in the war so far. In Sudza border crossing post, between 6th and 7th of August, more than 60 Russian soldiers have surrendered to the Ukrainian military. 22 reportedly are marching to join approx 40 sitting in a line. Well, it was bound to happen, sooner or later. And we also have Ukrainian tanks in Kursk. This is not only a diversion, it seems. And after Russians posted a blurred video of some military column moving to reinforce the Kursk region. Shortly thereafter, a Ukrainian soldier responded to the video on Telegram, "They are no more." Kadyrov's TikTok troops claim to be fighting in Kursk region of Russia. Looks like they are in active combat with some quite old trees. A resident of Sudza in the Kursk Special Operations Zone speaks of the beginning of an invasion. Russian troops abandoned their positions and left the town unguarded. There was no aviation, although helicopters were flying over Kursk.
Украина вторглась в Россию через наш город. В 3 часа 11 минут начался обстрел. Мы, в чем мать родила, сначала прыгнули в машину, отъехали, потом пришлось возвращаться под снарядами, за документами. Дом наш обстреляли. Вот, возвращаться туда опасно. Там уже танки стоят со стороны Свердликова, въехали. По правительству объясняют, что все ровно, все четко, ничего нет. Это полный пиздец. Возвращаться туда — это страх, это бред полный, блядь. Где наша армия хваленая? Где, блядь, ни одно ПВО, ничего? Тут в Курске хотя бы вертолеты летают, у нас там нету ни хрена. Был Ахмат войска, Чечня, они, походу, первые свалили оттуда. Люди стоят на трассе, начиная от Солдатского района до Курского кольца. Тех, у кого нету средств, они не могут вернуться домой пока. Родители остались, грубо говоря, умирать. Они не поехали. Очень печально.
Russia faces an increasingly severe shortage of workers due to the war in Ukraine, with a shortfall of as many as 1.7 million people. Public transport has been especially badly hit due to drivers taking better-paid military jobs. Women are being recruited to fill the gaps. A recent investigation by Novaya Gazeta Evropa found that Russia has lost up to 1.7 million workers, or about 2.2% of the country's workforce, since the invasion of February 2022. A report by the ONO Group highlights the impact that this has had on public transport. In the city of Novokuznetsk in southwestern Siberia, the Piteravto bus company is only able to run 153 of its 210 buses due to a shortage of drivers. The city's other transport companies are also suffering shortfalls, causing cancellations and long delays on bus lines. At least 30 of Russia's regions have reported similar shortages of transport workers. The Siberian city of Omsk has a shortage of 850 drivers. Krasnoyarsk has a shortfall of 20–25%, while Krasnoyarsk has lost 50% of its bus drivers. Novosibirsk lacks over 450 drivers. The cause is the same. As a resident of Abakan in southern Siberia says, everyone who knew how to drive left for the special military operation under contract for the frontline millions of rubles. Military wages and conditions are seen as far better than those at home. A Novosibirsk city deputy says, salaries in this sector are not bad, about $75,875 in the commercial sector, $100,770 in the municipal sector. but many men prefer to go to the special military operation to get 200,000 plus 2,335. In addition, the disgusting working conditions in public transport, specifically on municipal routes, have an impact. At the final stops, it is good if there is a bio-toilet, but not everywhere. Somewhere, there are wooden toilets. Toilets are not cleaned very often, they look downright bad. Drivers have nowhere to rest. When there is a shift change, a driver can stand for an hour or two. There used to be restrooms, but now there are none. They don't even have a place to eat. And this applies to 95% of stops. While many drivers have gone to the front lines, many more have gone to work in support of the wider war effort. The independent transport analyst Vladislav Bulgakov notes that around 1 million people are involved with the war. It is not only about the military. There are those who work on construction sites in Mariupol, various suppliers to the defense ministry, and so on. Accordingly, there is a great demand for lorry drivers primarily. Transport companies began to think, do and raise wages. As a result, those drivers who had not even thought about it before went to work on lorries. There is another problem here. Transport companies, unlike public transport, operate in purely market conditions. They have the opportunity, for example, to raise the fare, remove some costs, and, as a result, raise wages. Public transport in cities has none of this. Even if we are talking about subsidized routes, the regulated tariff includes minimum wages, minimum profitability. Bulgakov comments that this is a problem not only in public transport, but in all blue-collar jobs. People go to the army, to defense industrial enterprises that offer huge salaries, to big business, which is more flexible and can offer more. Anti-migrant sweeps, particularly after the Crocus City Hall attack in March 2024, have deterred many Central Asians from taking jobs in Russia. Those who do find themselves being exploited to work excessively long hours to make up the shortfall. This can have tragic consequences. In May 2024, a bus crashed into the Moika River in St. Petersburg, killing several passengers after the exhausted driver, a migrant, had been forced to do a 20-hour shift. Back in Novokuznetsk, the city authorities are trying to attract women to fill the vacant roles. Bus driver pay is to be raised to 100,000 rubles, with benefits for their children including kindergartens and after-school programs, hot school lunches, and children's camps. The locals don't seem to be keen. One woman, Svetlana Ivanova, thinks the idea is crazy. Well, women will come there, and eventually they'll find out that men sit behind the wheel for 18 to 20 hours a day. And who would go there under such conditions, even for 100,000?
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.